everybody, Dan Illman here, taking a look at the DRF race of the day from Monday, August the 19th. Let's throw up the field for race number 7 at Assiniboia Downs. We're going 3/4 of a mile. It's a non-2 allowance. Big Monday evening expected at the Downs. $50,000 guaranteed pool in the $1 pick 4, comprising the last 4 races on the card. 20-cent jackpot pick 5, the final 5 races. There's a carryover of over $42,000 already in the pool. Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector for our Monday race of the day. The 6 Air Force Reserve has been on the lead at the pace call in his last 2 races and figures to be forward again, along with the recent maiden winner, the 4 Dare to Endure. And the 2 Lucky Appeal has shown speed recently, but those races were 2-turn routes. Perhaps coming back to a 6-furlong distance, he'll show the rating ability that resulted in his lone lifetime victory. We'll kick things off with the 1 Green Amazon, a late kicker that's hoping that the pace will be quick. He's been stuck at this level for a while. He's only 1 for 22 lifetime with a plethora of minor awards. Didn't really do much last time out going a mile, but I think cutting back to 6 furlongs, if he gets enough pace up front, will help him. He has enough back speed figures to call upon that would make him a contender in this race. It's just that I need a little bit more than the morning line odds indicate for Green Amazon, considering the fact that he is 1 for 22. He probably lacks upside potential, and he does like to run second and third. Green Amazon has some speed figures, but make sure that you demand a price. The number 2 is Lucky Appeal, dropping out of a couple of stakes races where he was likely overmatched. They ran him in the Derby trial 2 starts back. He got a good trip setting a moderate pace, and he did well to finish 4th against that tough group. And then last time out in the Manitoba Derby, he was just in too tough. That was a wicked pace, he said. He was overmatched anyway, and he tired in a race that went to a deep closer. The 7th place finisher bounced right back to run 3rd in a restricted stake with a 53 buyer. He's cutting back to a more appropriate distance, and I think he can sit where Timeform US has him, just off of the pace. This class relief works very well for the 2 Lucky Appeal, as it does for the number 3 Kentucky Jake, who was in a very tough restricted allowance race last time out. The winner of that race was odds on. He's won 8 times in his career, so now Kentucky Jake, after facing that horse, drops into a field of non-winners of 2 life horses. A winner 3 starts back sprinting off of the layoff. He's lightly raced enough that we can project upside ability, and I think he'll be a lot closer to the pace against this group. Kentucky Jake was in against non-winners of 3 life 2 starts back in a claiming race. He just seems to fit this class level very well. The 4 is Dare to Endure. We're going to take a look at Dare to Endure's most recent start. It's his 2nd lifetime race, and I like the fact that he showed much improved early speed 2nd time out. He battled for the lead in between horses, had to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and you see he's still holding strong in the stretch to fend off a deep closer. The buyer's speed figure improved significantly, 13 points from start 1 to start 2. Another horse with a lot of upside. He has the tactical speed to be close to the pace, and I just always think it's a good angle when horses show improved speed 2nd time out. It often portends for further future improvement. The 5 is Tea Party Today. Tea Party Today, last time out, was his first race out of the maiden ranks, and he just was outrun. In the early portion of that 3/4 of a mile event, he was 48-1 in that race. Couldn't step with Air Force Reserve early and passed some tired horses in the stretch. I do think that he can improve off of that race, but he'll likely need the right setup from the back of the pack, and I'm just not sure he's even the best closer in this race. He's going to be a price. I won't dissuade anyone that likes this horse, but I do think he needs to improve to reach the winner's circle. The 6 is Air Force Reserve, a horse with a lot of early speed. He was in a 3 life claimer last time out. He showed that speed. He tired. Another one of the also-rans, the 8th place horse, came back, dropped down to a nickel non-winners of 2 life seller, scored with a 48 buyer speed figure. This horse earned a pretty competitive buyer 2 starts back, going 3/4 of a mile at this level, showing speed, running second. If he can get away to the lead and get a little bit of a backstretch breather, Air Force Reserve at a pretty decent price might be able to take this field a long way up front. The 7 is J.L. Copper, and J.L. Copper was just overmatched in his last 2 races. I mean, the winner of that race was 1-10, and he came back to win at 1-10 in his next start with a 60 buyer speed figure. J.L. Copper has shown some early speed in the past. Perhaps he can be part of the pace in here, and he just didn't get away to a great start last time out, so I do think he'll be a bit closer to the pace than he was last time out, but his buyer speed figures just pale in comparison to those of the top contenders as he steps back up to face older horses. Before we take a look at my top selection, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for the latest DRF videos. I'm going to go with the 4 Dare to Endure, hoping to make it 2 in a row off of the maiden win last time out. Might have to go a little bit faster in the early portion of this race to get forward, but I think there's still upside potential. In the last race, I really liked the fact that he was able to show that improved speed and record a much improved Beyer speed figure. Big evening at the Downs with the dollar pick 4 and the guaranteed pool of $50,000, and of course the 20-cent ASD jackpot pick 5, the final 5 races on the card with a $42,000 carryover already in the kitty. Best of luck.